Give me a reason.
You ain't too you crazy for
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm wrapped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock. And with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Don't know nothing about the op. It's it. One try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. You don't want me to connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to fly. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on you, and then that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already weigh the cost. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone lock. I don't think you get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep the stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like Beetlejuice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour, nigga, I'm raw. Fly with the hammer like Thor, found on my ops in the morgue. Tell them I'm full, I'ma be bombing these lanes. Understand how and war. I've been the lead, time to get back in the street. Time to get back on my feet, had time to read. Check out, we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released. Heard they was sleep, so we gon' wake them up. Put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I'm the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit on my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on, I take a scouter. He on the perks and the powder. Homie ain't really that strong, I'm like a dog. Better yet, Benny King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, when you see everything, keep 43. Symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too you crazy. Right at it.
Hear the hunger in my voice, they used to tell me to speak up. The problem wasn't what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just won't change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion. It's tradition. It ain't fashion. It's no action. They make threats and it's still passive. I think massive. No response. That's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots. I'm cinematic. I ain't average. I'm an overthrow fanatic. I go, you lose and win like asthmatics. I got first. That's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons. In the hood like the engine. You a bull for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watching me coast, got a better chance, boxing the goal. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling lost, still in charge. I don't make them follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they on Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You get focused on the dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I try to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna be the lesson. Y'all out here looking like fools. Home with the truth. I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all try and make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man, y'all try and make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gonna pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
Listen, how many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that's the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. Especially with your fallacies, most of us can only see through scopes of generalities. When niggas say it's up, all I can think about is gravity. It's gotta go down, so if it's death, I take my mic, I'm going underground. Sick with it, patiently waiting, I see you masked up. Do anything for money and clout, cause you gassed up. Now I could be wrong, and I ain't trying to prolong, but these images you project and keep us singing the sad songs. The love of money is the root of all evil, so every time you draw us for blood, like a needle, I just have to paint the picture, so I definitely need an easel, so you can see deceptions and the depth of all perceptions, misdirections, the tricks to keep you put behind bars, cause a lion won't be a king if he don't fight through the scars. Say that I can feel your pain, like you poke voodoo dolls, and putting our hands on y'all will not further the cause. Pause. Systematic oppression in the dissection keeps us in the circle of circumspection for our protection, and because of our complexion, no power, no connection, they will question your honor while we stand in objection. How many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that's the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. How many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that's the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. If I was you, I see why you be mad at me. Inherited the pedigree, school of practicality, focused on reality, illuminating tragedy. No time to be coy. You niggas murderers, revenge bringers, tears of joy. Fresh broad red strokes of infrared beams. Symbolisms you learn while enforcing the catechism. You claim to love your people, but champions of division, creating your own isms, thus makes you a schism. No matter how you slice it, it's like you hit a lick but couldn't determine what the price is. Pointing finger guns because death is what suffices. Freely a shooter, but yet a slave to these devices. I'm just speaking real. How many of us traumatized for you to rise? Guess you aiming for the Pulitzer Prize that's in the sky. Hope it's worth the sacrifice of your brothers and all the mothers that cry because you felt like your people were fit to die. How many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that's the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. How many finger guns you gonna aim at me? We all get to point you a shooter, that's the apogee. Your surgical remover of life, that's hysterectomy. AB, I don't see this as a test, don't start correcting me. Yeah.
Chicago faces an epidemic of gun violence. This year alone, more than 2,100 people have been shot, more than 400 killed.
The U.S. has recorded its highest increase in rates of homicide in modern history.
I know people who can't walk from their house to the store without a gun on them.
Why is that a reality? Why do people feel like they have to have a gun on them?
Because people getting killed left and right. It's sad.
I got shot twice now. I could have been gone, but I'm still here, so that's God. I know that's what. So it's hell on earth.
It's hell on earth?
Yeah, it's hell on earth.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm Officer Ricard Ariel, Officer 1000 Ricard Ariel, hitting you up out of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yahan. And what we do in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge is we teach the Black, Hispanic, and Native people that they are God's true and only chosen people. And with being God's true and only chosen people comes with a set of responsibilities. Those responsibilities is to look out for each other, to guide each other, counsel each other, take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? As the laws of the Bible dictates. And today is Wednesday. Today is the law class. And today we're going to expound on a law that people seem to forget or try to dismiss as a law of God. And that is that the pride of the rainbow flag is straight up and down a sin. The rainbow flag waivers, they are breaking God's laws. And I'm here to teach that. I'm here to show y'all what y'all are doing wrong, as a prophet should. You know, I ain't going to be up here only like these Christians doing a hoot and hollering. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bust out one scripture. I'm going to bring out some scripture. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are here to do. You know what I'm saying? We're here to teach. So with that, I'm going to leave the class up to any questions. If you have any questions, please just type it on in. Type it on in and then we'll get with it. You know what I'm saying? Type in all your questions and we'll get to your questions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Coming to you live from Boston, Massachusetts. Wow, that rain out there is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go to Leviticus 18 and 22. Still give y'all some time for some questions. If you got any questions on or off topic, Lord willing, if I know, I will answer it. If I don't know, I'm going to let you know that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I will find the answer for you. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get with Leviticus 18 and 22. Oh, I got none of my banners up. Hold on. Bear with me one sec. I'm losing it here. I'm losing. Let me get my banners up. All right, that's that right there. Any questions, type them on in. You know what I'm saying? But since nobody have any questions, I'm going to get right to it. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. All right, we're going to get to Leviticus 18 and 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. What does that mean? What does that mean? When you lie with somebody, that means, you know, you are having sexual intercourse. You know what I'm saying? That you are laying with them the same way as a man will lie with a woman. The things you do to a woman, you can't be doing unto another man. Shalom, brother Yusuf. Shalom. Shalom. You can't lie with a You can't lie with a man the same way that you lie with a woman. The way that you lie with a woman is of God. It's a righteous and beautiful thing. The thing that you do to a woman is righteous and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? The marriage bed shall go undefiled. Y'all could do whatever craziness y'all want, as long as the man stays in the masculine and the woman stays in the feminine. You know what I'm saying? But the world's a little different now. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church makes it seem okay and it's acceptable from God to actually partake in those things. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, it's not. It's not. Because it says it is an abomination. If you lie with mankind like you lie with a woman, it is an abomination. Straight up and down. What is an abomination? Abominations are acts that God despises, acts that the Most High is disgusted by. You know what I'm saying? Vile acts that the Most High does not want to be in existence. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these rainbow flag wavers do. They participate in certain acts that is against the Most High. And mind y'all, if y'all have any questions, just type it on in. Now, that just says that. But let's go to, I believe it's 20 and 13. Yeah. Let me type it on in. And mind you, if y'all taking notes, take these notes, man. Take these notes. These notes are highly important. You know what I'm saying? Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. Now, Leviticus 20 is an important book. It's a book that lists all types of fornications. You know what I'm saying? It lists all types of fornication. What is fornication? Fornication is actually unlawful sex. Any sex that the Bible deems unlawful, that shouldn't even be considered sex. Leviticus 20 explains all that. Leviticus 20 explains incest, bestiality, you know what I'm saying? The rainbow flag wavers. It explains all of that. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it a little further right now with Leviticus 20 and 13. If you got any questions, type them on in. And Malakma, if you want to come on up, or yep, like the Lavender Lads, if you want to come on up, let me know. Radar, if you want to come up, let me know. Matter of fact, I'm out to just invite you anyway. If y'all want to come up, you know what I'm saying, y'all can come up. You know what I'm saying? I just sent the invite. I know y'all probably conducting classes yourselves right now. But we're going to get into it. Oh, for the Barack Yala. Oh, my fault, Salak, y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all conducting classes right now anyway. But put it like this. We're going to be in Leviticus 20 and 13. Let's read it. If a man also lie with mankind, like the other verse was saying, this is telling you the same thing the other verse was saying, but it gives a little more detail, gives a little more understanding to how much of an abomination this act is. If a man also lie with mankind, he lies with a woman, that's not like you and your little cousins, you know what I'm saying, sleeping head to feet. No, it's not that. This line with mankind, it means you're doing the same thing to that mankind as you are doing to a woman. Now, what do you do with a woman? I mean, I don't know if you young brothers know what to do with a woman, but what you do is send chills up her spine. You make her feel good. You know what I'm saying? You help multiply this earth, you know what I'm saying, by such acts. This is talking about intercourse. You know what I'm saying? If it's for recreation or it's for multiplication. You are involved in intercourse with a woman. Matter of fact, anything you do with a woman that you do with a man is kind of sus. You know what I'm saying? You holding your woman's hand walking to the park. Don't be holding your homie's hand walking to the park. That's how a lot of you down low brothers do. I understand, but you can't be doing that. That's against the Most High's laws. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm about to invite you, man. I don't think I'm pretty sure you're doing something. But let's continue. If a man also lied with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. So it's not just like what goes on in jail. You know what I'm saying? That is literally rape. What is going on here is two mutual people of the same sex consensually involving themselves in intercourse, if you want to call it that. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are consensually doing it, right? Let's continue. Both of them have committed an abomination. That means they consented to do something disgusting, vile, pointless, vain. You know what I'm saying? They both decided to do this, and what they decide to do is an abomination. It's something disgusting, vile, and vain in the eyesight of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It's something that the Most High does not find pleasing to him. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. They shall surely be put to death. They shall surely be unalive. That's what the scripture said. That's not what I'm saying. Am I saying go out there and start bashing them? No. No. Just know that diseases out there for the acts that they do. When they catch AIDS, that's the Most High handling them. Herpes, whatever other disease out there, that's the Most High handling them. When they get into one of those rainbow flag rages and start killing each other, that's the Most High handling them. That is them. That don't mean you go out there and do anything to them. Don't do nothing to them. The Most High will handle it. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. They shall surely be put to death. It is a guarantee that they will be put to death. It says surely. Surely. What does that mean? It's a guarantee that they will be put to death. It's a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? Their blood shall be upon them. That means it's on them. It is straight up and down on them. The acts of rainbow flag waving, the acts of that is purely on them. You know what I'm saying? So if they end up catching AIDS, HIV, and whatever else comes with it, what's that new one? Something pops, smallpox. I don't know, monkeypox. That's what it is. Monkeypox. They end up catching monkeypox. That's not on nobody else to blame but themselves. However manner of death they receive, their blood is on them. And that is of the Most High. That is of the Most High. And I'm doing y'all a favor right now by telling you that it's a sin. By telling you that it's wrong. By telling you, I'm trying to help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Your woman's probably hanging out with one of them right now, condoning the actions that they do. Should not condone it. Period. It's a lifestyle of confusion. The Most High is not an author of confusion. Period. You know what I'm saying? So let's drop that. Let's get Deuteronomy 23 and 17. Let me type it on in the chat. 23 and 17. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. Dothan Dallas asked what this is about. Well, the title of this is that those rainbow flag wavers, you know, the people that wave the rainbow flag, they are committing a sin in the eyes of the Most High. So the point of it is to basically bring light to that. Hopefully turn some people away from that. But we definitely got to bring light to it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to bring light to it. But let me get there with y'all. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. All right. Now I'm going to get there. Hopefully y'all there with me. Hopefully y'all there in Deuteronomy with me. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. This, like, according to the Bible, there should be no 304s in our nation. Unfortunately, due to our oppressor, due to our enemy, we have a lot of 304s. Majority of our daughters and our sisters and our mothers and our aunties, the majority of them are 304s. You know what I'm saying? That's your problem. See, that is the major problem with our nation right there. You're Native American. Are you Israel? Yes, you are. Natives are Israelites. We love the 304s. Darren, let me tell you something. That is the major problem with our people. Put it like this. The fact that we love 304s is the reason why our women are 304s. They do it for our attention. They do it for our gaze. Look, women love attention. Women love attention. So whatever you give your attention to, they're going to try their best to emulate. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to do. They're going to try their best to emulate it and copy it. He says, you aren't an Israelite. You guys are so lost. Well, let us be lost, Mr. Truth Hurts. Mr. Truth Hurts. If we're not Israelites, then prove it. But my mother's an Edomite. Well, your mother being an Edomite, that's what your mother is. But you still got to love your mother as a mother. But just recognize her position. You know what I'm saying? Recognize how the Most High sees her. That don't mean you have to see it like that. The Most High gave you a commandment to honor your mother, period. So do just that and honor your mother. That don't mean you got to honor the rest of them. You got to honor your father too. And honor your father by loving your people. Honor your father by taking care of your people, because your mother's people have destroyed your father's people to a very horrible level. You know what I'm saying? Brothers on a reservation are just drinking because of the pain that our oppressor is giving them. Because of the pain that our oppressor is raining down upon them. They force them on reservations. You know what I'm saying? When they had this land, they force them on reservations that are like the worst, least fruitful parts of this country. Darn near deserts and you know what I'm saying, marshes and swamps. That's where they force our native brothers to. So they're not productive. So what do? They drink away the pain. They drink away the pain. That's what our oppressor, that's what your mother's people have done to your father's people. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get back to this verse. You know what I'm saying? So our daughters should not be 304s, and we got to stop loving 304s. The more we stop loving 304s, the quicker our daughters will stop being 304s. You know what I'm saying? Check it out, y'all. This is not one of those type of shows. Only people I invite up to these classes, if you got a question, you could just simply just type it on in. You know what I'm saying? You type in your question, we'll get to it, because I'm not just recording on TikTok. I'm also on, you know, YouTube and Facebook right now. So you type in your question, I'll read it, and give you an answer. You know what I'm saying? But here's the next part of Deuteronomy 23 and 17. I'm going to read it from the top. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Do you understand what a sodomite is? Do you understand what a sodomite is? A sodomite is somebody that partakes in sodomy. And sodomy was a practice of a region that were just practicing, man on man activities. And there should be no sodomites in the nation of Israel. So your sons should not be sodomites. Your sons should not be rainbow flag wavers. And that is according to God. That is a law of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Wait, are you one of those Jah Juju? Nah, those guys try to stay as far away from us as possible. You know what I'm saying? It is wise because, you know what I'm saying, they do not understand the Bible at all. In fact, they tell you that we don't need the Bible anymore, which is weird. But straight up and down, your sons cannot be rainbow flag wavers, just like our women should not be 304s. That's what the Bible's saying. These ain't my words. The Bible is telling y'all that we should not be partaking in things that is normal to our enemy. This is our enemy's culture. This is the culture of our enemy. These are the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? These are not our practices. You know what I'm saying? We should not be partaking in rainbow flag waving, period. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that. Let's continue. Let's go to matter of fact, because we've been in the Old Testament for a while now. Let me type it up on in here. Let's go to Romans 1 and 24. I believe it's 28 it goes to. Now let's go to Romans, because y'all like to believe the Old Testament and the New Testament are different. Let me tell you something. The Old Testament and the New Testament are exactly the same. They say the same thing. Y'all like to believe that there's nothing in the New Testament that speaks against rainbow flag waving. And I'm here to prove y'all wrong today. I'm here to prove y'all wrong. I'm here to show you that it does. All right? So let's get with it. Bear with me one sec. Romans 1 and I believe 24. All right. Yep, 24. All right, if you dare read along with me, all right? And if you're on TikTok, just know these scriptures I write in the comments and post them up on the screen so you'll be able to take these notes. You know what I'm saying? So if you need notes, they're on YouTube, the ISUPK Boston or ISUPK Connecticut. They're on Facebook under ISUPK Connecticut or ISUPK Boston. All right? It's out there for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. So, Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts. So, check it out. The Most High gave them up to their uncleanness. Does that mean that you got the right to do it like God allowed you to do it? No. You have to think like a parent to understand this part. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me one sec. Bear with me. Bear with me one sec. I don't know what that person talking about. But let me get back to it. Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts. Like, you got to think like a parent to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You have to think like a father or a mother to truly understand that part. Because the simple fact is, your kids are going to want to do certain things that you don't agree with. For example, you might have stubborn kids that like touching things that they shouldn't be touching. And you tell them not to touch it. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch that. It's hot. It's hot. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's hot. Don't touch it. Sooner or later, you're going to get sick of them trying. And you're going to allow your child to learn the hard way. And that's perfectly okay. Some kids need to learn the hard way. Some kids have to learn the hard way. They're a little bit hard-headed. So that's what this is saying right here. God gave them up to the uncleanness of their own heart. Oh, you want to do it so bad? You want to learn the lesson the hard way? Then get out of my face with it. Don't ask me nothing else. Go. You got to think like a parent when it comes to that. So he let them, you know what I'm saying, led them to their own lust and their own lustful behaviors. And that was that. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. To dishonor their own bodies between themselves. So they're dishonoring their bodies between themselves. What does that mean? What does it mean to dishonor your body? That means you are doing something to your body that just basically shouldn't be done. You know what I'm saying? What are these things that shouldn't be done? You know what I'm saying? Like a man's putting his rod in another man's backside, or you allowing a man to put your rod in someone else's backside, is dishonoring your body. Or a woman putting her mouth in another woman's box, or allowing a woman to put her head, you know what I'm saying, there, that is dishonoring your body. Your body's not meant to do that. You know what I'm saying? Your body is not meant for the acts that you do. So this was in your heart. You was lusting after these acts so bad because of whatever filthiness is going through your mind. The Most High, like, go learn the hard way. So when you end up going through what you're going through, because there's a lot of drama and problems within that community, then you can't blame nobody. You're just gonna have to deal with it yourself. Your blood is on your hands. That's what the Bible, that's what the verse said in Deuteronomy 20. Your blood is on your hands. You can't cry about it. You can't cry about it. Yep, diseases too. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Diseases too. You end up catching AIDS, HIV, monkeypox, the blue waffle, you know what I'm saying? Whatever other diseases is out there. Who knows? There's going to be something new out there soon. And nobody is to blame but you. Hold on. We got some questions up on the TikTok. Let me roll it back a bit. All right. Is your religion Judaism, brother? No. We don't partake in religion. Religion is something that's man-made. Anybody could join a religion as long as they do whatever that religion requires. No, this is a bloodline. This is a heritage. This is a family. A family. And what we teach is that Black, Hispanic, and Natives are that family. We are the true chosen people of God according to the Bible and history and antiquity. You know what I'm saying? So user blah, blah, blah said Israelite. Yes, I'm an Israelite. He said, told get rich, no, because he's reading from New Testament. Also reading from Old Testament, but you wasn't here for that, I guess. That's nice. He was born in Israel. No, I wasn't born out there. I was born in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? Get rich said, I ain't Christian, but believe. Okay, so there's basically no more questions. Just a conversation between y'all. Y'all can enjoy y'all conversation. So you probably think that ancient aliens is valid, all right? I'm gonna pretend like that wasn't a real question. Like that's just retarded. All right. Shalom, Sister Yaqua. You know, Yahweh Shemala Thaba Hashem Yahweh Shah says, what's popping with you? All right, now we're gonna get back to this verse. You know what I'm saying? So they are dishonoring their bodies, committing such rainbow flag waving, right? Let's continue, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Who's changed the truth of God into a lie? You know what I'm saying? Like here's a lie that's often told about God, that the laws are done away with. The laws are still here. The Christian church loves to perpetuate that, which gives people the okay to commit such rainbow flag acts, gives people the okay to commit so much act because they believe God's going to love them anyway. It's not true. What other truth about God that they turn into a lie? Well, what we're talking about today. They like to say that rainbow flag waving and love is just love. It's okay. We got to be more tolerant. God loves all people. None of this is true. So they're turning the truth of God into a lie by saying that it's not, that it's okay for you to do this, that, and this. And I'm telling you right now, out of the brotherhood in my heart, that is wrong. And it's a sin. And it's something that you should not be doing. It's something that you should not be partaking in. You know what I'm saying? They used to roast whole pigs on Easter at the church. Yeah. Yeah, and eating, that's a lie. They say that it's okay to eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster. They turn the truth of God into a lie. Who is doing that? Who is doing that? Violation warning. They're giving out warnings, but guess what? I'm still up. Know why I'm still up? Because I ain't say nothing. I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue with it. I'm following their guidelines. I ain't say nothing. All right. Now, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshiped and served the creature more than the creator? All right. Now, it's pretty obvious who the creator is. We all know who the creator is, right? Yes. It's the Most High. What did he create? Now, this could be taken universally. This could be taken universally. But one of the things he created, sun, moon, and stars. A lot of people worship that. You know, Muslims, you know what I'm saying? They love kissing a rock that came from space and spreading herpes amongst each other. That's what they do. They loving the creation more than the creator, because nowhere in the scripture does it say to do that. What else? How about yourself? You are created by the Most High. But in your head, your lust and the things that you want, your desires are more important than what God told you to do. That's why you do the things you do. That's why you waving that rainbow flag. That's why you participating in those acts, because you feel that your lust is more important. Your desires is more important. You know what I'm saying? Your parent told you not to do something, you don't care because you feel like the thing that you want to do is more important. Your parent tell you, no, you ain't going to that party, you sneak out the window. Because you don't love your parent. You don't love the guidance and the rules they are setting up for you to grow. So you hate them and you break those laws, just like you hate God and you break his laws. We talking about Santa Claus? No, we ain't talking about Santa Claus. But this is the things that y'all do. Because you feel like your lust is more important. So you love the creature, yourself, more than the creator. You know what I'm saying? That's why you break those laws. You love that same-sex being more than you love God. Know why? Because you want to receive pleasure from that being. When God told you should not be receiving pleasure from that being. You know what I'm saying? That's why all these forms of fornication is a sin. That's why they all is a sin. That's why bestiality is a sin. That's why pedophilia is a sin. That's why incest is a sin. That's why interracial relationships is a sin, because it brings you to an animalistic instinct, and that's all you seem to care about. You don't care what the Most High told you to do. You don't even care about it. All you truly care about is your own lust and pleasure and filling your own belly and making your own self smile, which is technically weak. It's a weak way of living. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely weak. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue with it. And worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Verse 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection. Now, you notice how I broke down those other scriptures. I kept it real general. But now it's getting into the context of it. It's getting into the context of it. So what is a vile affection? What is a vile affection? Can somebody explain that to me? What is a vile affection? You know, I kept the other verses nice and broad, so y'all can't say, oh, you're twisting up the scripture. Now, verse 26 is bringing it all together. So tell me, do you know? I'll give y'all a second to type it. I know there's about a good 30-second delay on the YouTube and Facebook. Twitter should be instant. I mean, TikTok should be instant. So tell me, what is it? My man said Noah was white. Noah's grandson. Okay, guy. I can tell you're a troll. So explain that to me. You know what I'm saying? No answers? All right. A vile affection is basically these acts that should not be conducted. It's disgusting affection that you give to somebody else. For example, grape. Grape is a vile affection. Pedophilia is a vile affection. Bestiality is a vile affection. Interracial relationships is a vile affection. Rainbow flag wavers, practicing vile affection. Because these are affection that you should not be doing. It ain't like you are hugging your brother, telling him congratulations. Ain't like you know what I'm saying, giving your sister a hug and telling her, congrats or whatever. Vile affection is the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not the type of affection that you should be giving to other humans, period. So this is bringing it all together. So those other two verses, they were talking about sexual natures, acts of a sexual kind. You know what I'm saying? But let me continue. For even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature. What is a woman's natural use? What is a woman's natural use? Can somebody explain that to me? What is a woman's natural use? Well, let me explain something. It's to receive chills down her spine and get pregnant and bear kids. That is her natural use. To give pleasure to that man as he gives pleasure to her. That is her natural use. But she went against that natural use. How do women go against that natural use? See, I'm about to surprise y'all. Y'all like to believe that this type of, like, some people actually believe that, I think it's okay to say, lesbianism is not in the Bible. Boom, here it is, right here. Woman turning against her natural use for that vile affection. What is that vile affection? One that have a woman strap on something onto herself and stuff it down into her. That's what that goes against her natural use. For one, nothing natural about it. For one, plastic is not a natural material. Now, what men have is natural material for a woman to get some natural pleasure doing natural acts that creates natural beings. You know what I'm saying? The most most these LGBTQ flag wavers could do is probably create baby dolls. It's the most they could do. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Use into which is against nature. So the things they are doing is not even it's not natural. It's against nature. You know what I'm saying? It's against nature. It's against what the Most High made them for. That's what your natural use is, what the Most High made you for. He did not make you to put your head between another woman's legs. No, you're not supposed to be built for that. You know what I'm saying? Men are, not women. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And likewise, also men leaving their natural use of the woman. So it's showing you. It's showing you that this is still of a sexual nature, right? Women's natural use, like the brother Barakiala just said, to receive seed. That is her natural use. But men are leaving their natural use of the woman, which is to put seed in her, and they put it in the man's backside. They leaving the woman, the natural use of a woman, to put it in another man's backside. Let's continue. Burned in their lust one toward another, like they burned in their lust. They just couldn't help themselves. They just couldn't help themselves. They just got excited and they just couldn't control themselves. That's why God had to give them up to the lust of their own flesh. The Most High did that just like you would do to your child that keeps on asking you to do something that you told them not to do. They're going to get on your nerves. And you're going to say, learn the hard way. Learn the hard way. You ain't even going to tell them to do it. You're going to tell them to learn the hard way. That's what you're going to do. And they're going to have to learn the hard way. They're going to have to put their hand on that stove and learn that it's hot. Just like these rainbow flag wavers going to put their hand on the stove and learn that there's AIDS there, that there's monkeypox there, that there's rapid domestic violence there. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to learn. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's get back with it. Burning their lust one towards another. Men with men. Working that which is unseemly. Like men with men doing something that just, it doesn't make sense. What is the point of it? Other than just being nasty, being vile. What is the point of doing it? Other than fulfilling your own lust and slowly trying to kill yourself. Trying to unalive yourself. That's what you're slowly doing. You're slowly trying to unalive yourself with your own vile lust. You can't even control it. You can't even control yourself. That's why I say that it's no different from any other form of fornication. It's no different from pedophilia. It's no different from bestiality. It's no different from interracial relationship. It's no different from a man sleeping with another man's woman. It's no different than none of that. It's no different from a woman sleeping with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different men. It's no different. It all vile because you couldn't control your own flesh, man. Yo, fast forward for a day or two. Learn to have some discipline. Learn to tell yourself no tell yourself no every day. Just do that. Just say no, 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 no. Do that. Gain some discipline. Be better. Do better. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error. What is a recompense? A recompense is a payment. You're going to receive a payment for your error. And what is the wages of all sin? The wages of all sin is death. Like I said in in Leviticus 20 and 13. You know what I'm saying? Their blood will be on their hands. Straight up and down the blood. Nobody else to blame. Nobody else to blame. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Which was meat. What does it mean, which this was meat? That means it was, what's the best way to put this? That means they earned it. They earned it. They deserved it. Don't cry over him. It was deserving. It was righteous. It was justice. You know what I'm saying? That they had to go out the way they went out. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And even as they did not like to retain God in knowledge, because they didn't want to follow God's laws. They kept on asking, they kept on begging, they kept on doing this, they kept on doing that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to hold on to God's law. They didn't want to follow his law. They didn't want to do, like, come on, let's be honest. Everybody knows that it's wrong. Everybody knows it's wrong. Nobody went through life saying, not hearing at least one time in their life that rainbow flag wavers are doing the wrong thing. Nobody. No father wants a son that's a rainbow flag waver. No mother wants a son that's a rainbow flag waver. It's just society is forcing people to be tolerant of it. You got to love your son. You got to love your daughter, no matter what they do. You got to love them unconditionally. Man, let me tell you something. If you're a grown person believing in unconditional love, you are a child. Unconditional love is not real. It's not real. Let me tell you something. If my sons, I got 3 of them, come back and tell me that they are rainbow flag wavers, I got 1 less son. And guess what? I can make more sons. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? I can make more kids. You ain't going to be walking around waving your rainbow flag, just tearing down my name and reputation now. My reputation is all I got. You know what I'm saying? How I look like being a priest out here, and I got a son that's a rainbow flag waver, and I'm doing classes like this, speaking against it. You know what I'm saying? No way, no way, no way. Let's continue. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind. See, God gave them over to a reprobate mind. What's a reprobate mind? A reprobate mind is somebody who is constantly thinking of ill things to do, of things that is not. Matter of fact, let's get to the. I'm sorry, TikTok. Y'all gonna have to get the dictionary yourself. But for my YouTube and Facebook viewers, I'm going to show you the definition. I'm going to show you the definition in the Merriam-Webster, because I don't trust the Oxford. I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? We do the Merriam over there because that's where they're based at. But let me share the screen now, so y'all all can see it. Share. Reprobate, unprincipled or depraved person, scoundrel, rogue. You know what I'm saying? But that's as a noun. As an adjective, morally corrupt. That's how the word was said. It didn't call the person a reprobate. It said reprobate mind. So morally corrupt, depraved. So this person don't have. If God giving you over to a reprobate mind means that He's giving you over to all the immoral, corrupt things that's in your head, foreordained to damnation. You know what I'm saying? Of, relating to, or characteristics of a reprobate, which is the definition we read first. Expressing or involving reprobation, which is the act that a reprobate does. Rejected as worthless or not standing a test. That one, whoa, that was a rough definition right there. That hurt some feelings. You know what I'm saying? That definitely gotta hurt some feelings. But that's what a reprobate mind is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is right there. And God gave them over to that reprobate mind. Let's continue. To do those things which are not convenient, man. It's not even convenient. It makes no sense. It's not even a simple act. It's not convenient about. Like, why? That is just every time. Like, why? That's my favorite question to ask. Why? What's the point? What's the purpose? What's the benefit? What are you gaining from it other than your own lustful pleasure? Don't come to me with that love is love, because love is love. It's the same thing every sexual deviant says. You know what I'm saying? I think I believe it's almost the official slogan of NAMBLA. If you don't know what NAMBLA is, though, that's a group of P3DOs. That's a group of P3DOs. I forgot we can't say that word on that. I said it like 30 times. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that. Let's get with there's more. If you want to read, there's more on that. But let's see, where am I going to go next? Where am I going to go next? Let's go to 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Oops. Let me get there. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Let me type it up in here. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Yep, another New Testament verse. All right. We're going to go into a news article soon, so y'all gonna have to be patient with me. So I'm going to read a news article soon too. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Look, those who are doing wickedness in the world today, when it comes down to it, you're not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Would y'all make it to the kingdom? Probably, yeah. Y'all will make it eventually, and that's a deeper subject. But y'all won't be rulers in it. That's my goal. I want to be a ruler. You know what I'm saying? I want to have some type of rank up in it. I'm not trying to be the white trash of the Israelite community when the kingdom comes. No, I do not want to be on the bottom of our own tier. No. I want rulership. I want power. You know what I'm saying? And the unrighteous shall not get that. The unrighteous shall not. Shalom, shalom, shalom. So what's the message here? Dilbert, the message is simple. It's very simple. The message is that rainbow flag wavers are sinning. It's a sin. It's against God. You can't claim that you are following God and be a rainbow flag waver. You can't. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. But let's continue. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators. Now, fornicator, what's a fornicator? A fornicator is somebody that commits an unlawful sex. Read Leviticus 20. It explains all the unlawful sex. You know what I'm saying? I believe from chapter 18 all the way to chapter 20, if I'm correct. It explains unlawful sex. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Nor idolaters, nor, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a movement talking about we all worship the same God, but of a different name. No. Idolaters won't make it either. You are worshiping anything outside of the Most High as an Israelite, as a Black, Hispanic, and Native person. If you're worshiping Caesar Borgia, aka White Jesus, if you're worshiping Islam, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Let me appeal that. I wish they could let us write simple letters to them. But nah. But let me continue. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters. You know what I'm saying? Neither fornicators, nor idolaters. You know what I'm saying? So that means if you practice in Islam as a Black, Hispanic, and Native person, you ain't going to receive the kingdom. If you're a Christian, you ain't going to receive the kingdom. If you're worshiping anything other than the God of the scriptures, you're not going to receive the kingdom. All you cats talking about the Black woman is God, you're not going to receive the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Nor adulterers. What's an adulterer? Adulterer is somebody who sleeps with people that they shouldn't be sleeping with too. Like when a woman sleeps with a man that is not her husband, or when a man sleeps with a woman that does not belong to him, that is not his wife. That's another man's wife. You know what I'm saying? You can't be sleeping with other men's women. That's what makes men adulterers. Women sleeping with men that's not their husbands. That's what make you an adulterer. Christians completely twist those things up. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Nor effeminate. What's an effeminate? An effeminate is like men that's like Jared McCain. Jared McCain is an effeminate. Any man painting his nail doing something that women do, you're an effeminate. You know what I'm saying? Let's read up on it. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to the what's the name real quick. I'm about to read that so you can see. Share screen. We're gonna read up on us, get the Fox News version. Okay, Duke star Jared McCain dismisses nail painting criticism because he's given up to his own reprobate mind. And he's given up to his own lust and desires. And he's being effeminate. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Announces nil deal with beauty brand. I'm just going to be myself and do what I think looks nice. He just
there's real suffering at the heart of this
he
story.
believes
How
that
could
feels
these
nice.
people be killed
Bear with
by
me,
their own children?
He just wants to do what feels nice. That's it. What makes him feel good. That's all that's important because he don't love God. He don't care to. He don't want to follow God's laws. He just wants to do what looks nice and feels nice, so forth and so on. Let's continue. The Duke Blue Devils are in the Elite Eight, and Jared McCain has played a huge role. In the round of 32, he went 8-for-11, blah, 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 blah. Okay, he's a good basketball player. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. With painted nails. You know what I'm saying? Fans have noticed McCain paints his nails, which have been painted Duke blue and white for the tournament. His fashion statement led to McCain signing a deal with beauty brand Sally Hansen. Now, Sally Hansen is a big brand. Sally Hansen is one of those brands that's very, very, very big. No lie. It's one of the biggest brands out there. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a very big brand. You know what I'm saying? People actually rock with it. But let's continue. Right? His fashion statement led to McCain signing a deal with beauty brand Sally Hansen. McCain announced the deal in a recent TikTok post while painting his nails, calling it self-care time. That is so effeminate. Self-care is something that only women talk about. Man, we deal with whatever comes our way. We're supposed to have a warrior spirit and deal with things like that. We're not supposed to talk about self-care time. Self-care time. Nobody's talking about that because he is an effeminate male. He's very feminine. He's very feminine. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. I'm sorry if that offends any of you guys, he said. You see all the feminism that's coming through his pores? There's really no crazy reason to it. It helps me not bite my nails. I went to a salon one time and I decided to pick out a color. And I thought it looked nice. I know a lot of people disagree. You don't like it, but I'm just going to be myself and do what I think looks nice. See? Look, I ain't going to read no more than that. That's absolutely disgusting. Here's something I need to understand, right? Why is a man getting a deal for a female brand anyway? What, there wasn't enough female basketball players to give the deal to? I know there's female basketball players that have long nails and paint them. I know they exist. Why ain't people like Angel Reese getting a deal? Hell, why didn't what's the Edomite? She could have got it. Why are you giving it to a black man? Are you trying to show us something? Are you trying to display something? So you put him in the forefront to promote this effeminate way of life, which is absolutely disgusting to me. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely disgusting. Hold on one sec. Let's continue. Nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. So the effeminate, they ain't going to get into the kingdom. People like Jared McCain ain't going to get into the kingdom. Nor is people like Puff, you know what I'm saying, as rich and glorious as he is in this world. He ain't going to make it. You know why? Because he is an abuser of himself with mankind. He is basically a rainbow flag waver. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. All right. Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God. If you partake in this, you will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. In fact, if you don't take in this, you're following all 613 laws of the Bible. It's just that simple. Just don't be none of those things. Don't be spreading rumors. Don't be coveting. Don't be stealing. Don't be practicing in rainbow flag waving. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Don't be effeminate, because we're men out here. You gotta stay in your role. Like a lot of cats believe that, for example, and believe me, I hate talking about it, but let's talk about it. Some people believe pegging isn't a sin because you're doing it with your woman. No, it is a sin because you're putting your woman in a masculine position and you are in an effeminate position. Women should not be masculine, men should not be feminine. It's causing confusion. And like I said before, the Most High is not the author of confusion. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions, just tap on in, you know what I'm saying? Type it on in. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Mark 10 and 6. Let's get with it. Mark chapter 10, verse 6. Let me pop it up on the screen. Mark chapter 10, verse 6. But from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. So that pegging's out of the way. Once you try to switch roles, even in a so-called heterosexual relationship, it's causing confusion. Let me show you how confusing it is, because this is literally no different. I was on TikTok or YouTube or one of them, probably Twitter, and I seen this trans couple. What do I mean by trans couple? No, it's not two men that is with each other. It's not two women that is with each other. This is a man that thinks he's a woman and a woman that thinks he's a man. She's a man, and they are in a relationship together. You see the confusion? It's just confusion. Just wrap your mind around that. And that is the same thing as you men that want to partake in such things like pegging. You probably partaking in it because you want to please your woman. And she has this lust of being in a masculine role. She wants to dominate men. She's basically Medea. She's Tyler Perry. She's just a man in spirit. And you are allowing her to get that lust out through you. And it's just utter madness. That is no different from anything that the rainbow flag wavers are doing. In fact, you are a rainbow flag waver, I'll say. You participating in group activities, you are a rainbow flag waver. If you understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But let's read it. Verse 7. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. That's what should happen. A man shall leave his family, his mother and father, the people that guided him, raised him up, taught him all the things he knows. He shall leave them, right? And cleave to this woman. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Oh, yeah, but for you men out there that like to put your mother above your wife, let me tell you something. That's effeminate. That's a little weird. Because you're supposed to leave your mother and your father. I know you still got to love them and honor them, but that, no. Your woman comes above before him. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, verse 8. And they twain, that means the two of them, shall be one flesh. How do two people become one flesh? I'll let y'all think about it. But how does two people become one flesh? You could type it on in if you want. But let me tell you, I'll give y'all a few seconds. I know there's a 30-second delay. Hold on. Somebody once said to me that I'd be rushing these questions. I'm trying my hardest not to. All right. But let me tell you, they become one flesh through intercourse. That's technically what marriage is. There ain't no license, ain't no ring, none of that. No. You and her becoming one flesh. You know what I'm saying? It said that a man and a woman, not a man and a man, not a woman and a woman, not a man that thinks he's a woman, being with a woman that thinks she's a man. That's just utter confusion. Not a man being in a feminine position with his woman. No. It's you being a man sending chills down her spine. That's what it is right there. Let's continue. What therefore God hath joined together, that's what God joins together. Men and women joined together. If it's anything outside of that, God did not put it together. Let no man put asunder. Let no man put asunder, man. Let no man put asunder. Just that simple. No man can tear it apart. You know what I'm saying? If it does get ripped apart for any reason, just know it's the work of the Most High. She probably wasn't meant for you, but y'all probably got together because of your own lust, because your own lust and desires. And if that's so, you got to work on yourself. You got to work on that relationship too. Let's continue. In the house, his disciples asked him again of the same matter, and he said unto them, whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another committeth adultery against her. What does that mean? Because you're putting your woman in a position, because you got to think women are very carnal, and you just leaving her be for whatever reason. You leave her, you are making her to become an adulterer. She's going to sleep with another man, and that's on you because you left her. Ain't like she left you. You left her. So you putting her in a position where, because women love, women love to have sex. You think they can, just because you left them, they're going to stop? I mean, a valuable woman would. A woman of some type of morals and value, if you leave them, they ain't going to sleep with another man. But we live in today's world. She's almost guaranteed to sleep with another man. You know what I'm saying? I know women who won't. One of them was extreme germaphobe, but they ain't gonna sleep with other people. She ain't doing it because of her morals. She doing it because of her. She ain't sleeping with other men because of her fears. But nevertheless, her fears was keeping her in check. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I read too far down. We're going into a whole nother section. We're going into divorce. You know what I'm saying? But technically, what God put together was a man and a woman. He ain't put man and man. He ain't put woman to woman. He ain't put all the other confusions out there. He ain't put man and woman with children. He ain't do man and horse or dog or pig or whatever weirdness y'all doing out there. No, he ain't do none of that. He did man and woman consensual. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that. Let's get, this is going to be the last verse. Let's get Jude 1 and 7. Actually, it might not be the last verse. I don't know. It might. Jude 1 and 7. Bear with me as I get there. I know it should have took me quicker to get there, but I'm thinking about three things at once. Jude 1 and 7. All right, let's bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? Jude chapter 1, verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah are the cities, mind you, Sodom and Gomorrah are just two of the cities. There's really like about 5 cities in this group of cities. You know what I'm saying? Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner. So it's talking about the other cities, giving themselves over to fornication. What's fornication? I've told y'all many times during this class, fornication is unlawful sex. Now, the unlawful sex that they most known for is rainbow flag waving. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Over to fornication and going after strange flesh. What is the strange flesh? The strange flesh is the flesh that they should not be going after. A man should not be going after the flesh of another man. A woman should not be going after the flesh of another woman. You know what I'm saying? It's all fornication that was going on down there. Not just that, interracial relationships. Like, you know what I'm saying? A black man should not be going after the flesh of a Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? A Hispanic man should not be going after the flesh of an Asian. You know what I'm saying? A Native American should not be going after the flesh of an Arab. You know what I'm saying? We should not be partaking in that. Or the bestiality or the pedophilia, all those fleshes that we should not, like Leviticus 20 explains to you. It shows you the flesh that we should be going after. See, God gave us rules for everything. Everything. From who we could love all the way down to what to eat. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Are we set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire? You know what I'm saying? Is that what we are out here to do? To be examples of what not to do? Because we always seem to be in some type of situation where the Most High is not with us. So we're going to continue in the things that He told us not to do, and Him to continue making examples of us. Should we continue doing that? Let's continue. Verse 8. Likewise, also the filthy dreamers defile the flesh. We all know who the filthy dreamer. MLK, the filthy dreamer. MLK, the filthy dreamer. His dream, well, y'all about to see about, I think it's 2 more years. They're going to put out the audio. Instead, like the transcripts are already out. But they're going to put out the audio, and you're going to hear it in MLK's own voice. Of whatever nasty and filthiness that he was involved in. According to the transcripts, he was involved in all types of rainbow flag waving acts. He was involved in interracial sexuality. He was involved in, you know what I'm saying, all types of manner of evil. That filthy dreaming. A lot of y'all out there are filthy dreamers just like him. You know what I'm saying? Defiling your own flesh. Despise dominion. Y'all despise dominion. Y'all despise the order and the way the Most High set it up. Y'all despise all that. You know what I'm saying? And speak evil of dignities. Y'all speak evil of those who are even telling you that what you're doing is wrong. You speak evil of the Most High by saying that it's okay to do. God's going to love you no matter what. He knows your heart. Let me tell you something. He does know your heart, and He knows that it's filthy and disgusting and vile. He knows that. Y'all need to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Oh, no, I don't need to go any further. No, that's that right there. Let's go. Let's try to get one more. All right, let's go with there's one more I wanted. Hold on. I forgot what it was. Bear with me one sec. Here it is. 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. I had it all the way wrong. That was the 2 Corinthians. It's going to be the last scripture of the day. You know what I'm saying? 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion. The Most High ain't the author of confusion. So all your little LGBTQ acts is filled with nothing but confusion. It doesn't make sense. It's vain. It's pointless. It's nothing but madness. Everything about it. Everything about it. It's so confusing that y'all LGBTQ act even switched to something that's something like heterosexual, but it's not. It's nothing but confusion. It's not confusing. Even me even trying to explain it sounds confusing. You know what I'm saying? God ain't for none of it. None of it. But in your head, you think you're doing what's right. In your head, you believe God is for everything that you're doing because your Christian pastor told you so. And it's not true. Your lifestyle full of confusion, and God's not about it. God's not about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. But of peace. See, there's no peace in confusion. There's no peace in confusion, but God is the author of peace. Your life has no peace in it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many wars in that rainbow flag alone. Never mind about the wars y'all gotta face with the people outside of it, with your families, with your job. Y'all gotta face each other and beef with, like, the L beats with the G beats with the Q's beef with the T's. Like, it's just madness and confusion. That rainbow flag has no unity in it. All those colors are separate, walking around separate. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but confusion. Let's finish it up. As in all churches of the saints. And that's what it's about. There's peace amongst righteous brothers and sisters. That's where the peace is. And you want to experience that peace as a Black, Hispanic, and Native person, I invite you. I invite you as a Black, Hispanic, and Native person to put all your lust, all your fleshly desires behind you. Don't even worry about it. And come experience what the Most High is trying to offer you. April 20th, after Passover. You know what I'm saying? In North Carolina, it's going down, y'all. It's technically 5 days of celebrating the Most High, unaliving our enemies for our safety, for our love, for our obedience. You know what I'm saying? He unalived the firstborn of of our enemy at that time. And it was a beautiful thing. And it shall be repeated. So April 20th, I invite all Black, Hispanic, and Natives to this event. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I want to end the class. This is Priest and Officer of 1000 Ricard Ariel, hitting you up out of ISUPK Boston. You know what I'm saying? The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge in Boston, under Commanding General Yohana, straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? And with that, shalom.